各位听众朋友大家好，欢迎再次收听史麦微Show之 Podcast。这一期呢，依然是邀请了我们的大来宾 Susan， 嘿嘿，我跟他录这个 Podcast， 我觉得我很轻松。
哦，真的吗？
对，因为他很能够侃侃而谈，甚至能够 guide a topic。Yeah， 所以我觉得 to me is an easy job。但是不管怎么样 ，we will do our best to satisfy our listeners. And I hope you guys can really learn something, or can have some kind of valuable advice from us, or maybe you can find something wrong when you are listening to us.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can have your own perspective on a certain topics or agenda or issues. Okay, and today's topic is teamwork.
Yeah.
So Susan told me she would like to talk about teamwork, especially when you were in your club during the high school, right?
Yes.
Okay, senior high school. So, all right, 我们把时间交给 Susan. Let's talk about your club in your high school.
Yeah, like this, I have joined like a rock music club when I was in high school. Actually, for, I don't know the listener, but I think most students, when they go to high school, they have tons of options that they could join different club activity in high school. And because I'm a person who like to join events a lot, more than studying. Yeah. So these club activity things actually, I would say, put a great space during my high school life. Yeah. But because I joined a rock music band, but besides learning the instrument, I actually learned more about working with other people because we need to hold concerts, we need to hold different kind of events, we need to teach the younger generation.
Wow.
Yeah. And I feel like that's really influenced me a lot when I face, like, it's really trained my ability to face pressure and to face different people. Yeah, sometimes I get super mad to work with them, but I just realize that you are always gonna meet trouble. It's more about, have the heart, have the nice mental statement to work with them.
So now that you mentioned about challenges, right?
Yeah.
Difficulty. Which part do you think that's the biggest one? Biggest challenge for you?
I think when you're a student, you probably will meet that all the time. So even when you're doing a group project, so like just say 5 people, and you'll find out that there are only like 2 people is putting effort, the other 3 is not. Okay. And sometimes you will get mad by it. Yeah. And
maybe they just have no idea what to do.
Yeah.
That's the point. Not really commend, just help them, assist them, or give them some job, to deal with.
But during that time, I was very young, so I will be really mad at them. I will be like, aren't we friends? Aren't we supposed to help out each other? Why you did that? Why you want to see me having this kind of really tired situation? Like, why you did that to me? And I'll get so frustrated.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in the end, what did you find? Is that their problem or your own problem?
I think both. Like, I would definitely think that they should put more effort, but in another side, that I should think I shouldn't be that mad at them.
Oh, you don't have to do that, right? You
don't
have to take it so seriously.
Because I found out that I'm a person who has a really fast thinking. Like, my pace is more quicker than the other.
Yes.
So sometimes I do need to slow down for the others. Yeah. And I need to accept that.
After it's a teamwork. It's teamwork. Yeah. You are not working alone. Yeah. You have to work for.
Yeah. And I actually learned the most is that the goal is not the whole point. The process is the whole point. So if I'm happy with every process, even the goal is good or not is not important anymore. Yeah.
So how do you deal with that? Except being made.
Oh, how do I deal with that? Be honest, I did go to the mental counsel in school.
Seriously?
Yeah, but it's not really effective at all.
Okay. How come?
I just think the teacher is not smart enough for me. That's a bad way to say.
The teacher didn't get your point, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe for a lot of teachers, they think, this is teenager
stuff.
Yeah,
this is teenager stuff.
Peer pressure, that's it. No biggie. Just take it easy. It's just a band. It's just a show. It's just a performance.
Yeah.
What you need to really care is about your academic performance, studies.
But I would say
it's just a game, you know.
Like a Smile asking me how do I deal with it? Because we were so young. We were like freaking teenager. Nobody deal with it.
That's right.
Yeah. So at the end, I just not being friends with them anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't think now I'm a lot older and more mature. I don't think that would ever happen again. Like it's either I neglect it or I talk to them.
All right.
Yeah. I don't think I would be like this kind of teenage temper, like I don't want to talk to you anymore. Yeah.
But it's just a process of growth.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So if you have a chance, opportunity, would you like to apologize to the fans at that time?
Be honest, I have think about a lot of times.
I hope they are listening to our podcast.
I'm not so sure. I mean, we are not really connected anymore.
Who knows?
Who knows?
God will help you to bridge out the gap.
Yeah, but I was really saying sorry. Like I shouldn't be a bit of asshole during that time.
I used to be an asshole, not just you. I think every single human being. I think in the process of our growth, everybody did stupid things.
Yeah. I did stupid things as well. Like I shouldn't blame others.
We all.
Yeah, we all.
But there's good saying goes like to err is human, to forgive is divine.
Is divine?
Yeah, divine. D-I-V-I-N.
Oh, divine.
Yeah, sacred. It's not easy.
Yeah.
You can forgive because you didn't did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have been through that kind of hard time. So it's kind of nature, and of course we didn't mean to hurt anyone else. It's just at that time we didn't even know how to deal with our own emotions. Nobody show us. Nobody teach us. What parents and teachers instruct or ask us just to study well. They never really show us how to discipline. I mean, how you get along well with your teammates, your classmates, your friends. It's quite important, just like later on when we talk about financial quotients or financial literacy. The education system, like I mentioned, because Hazy is our common friend, right?
Yeah.
So Hazy also mentioned about education in Taiwan. We should value more on the interpersonal relationship and the financial stuff. Yeah. So now that we mentioned about that, you also talk about your teacher in high school. They care about your studies because you don't really spend time on it. Yeah. So get back to the topic. It's unavoidable. I'm not trying to comfort you, Susan. Yeah, it's very normal and it's a process. But we still can learn something. We can learn some lesson.
I have think of so the teamwork. I do believe that when people work in team, they probably would meet somebody that you will feel so frustrated, like why that person did that things, why he or she is having that personality. And you will get so angry. You put out so many bad emotion on it. But at the end, I just turn out to be like, there's no why. That's just what it is. And you don't have to figure out why. Yeah.
Just do it.
Just ignore it or just, chill with it. Because when everything finished, you get home and take a good sleep. The thing is over. Yeah. You don't have to know why he did that, why she want to hurt me, why did I,
Hold you down.
Yeah. At the end, that's how I feel about the teamwork. You just accept with the different and work with it.
Yeah. It's not easy. The very small team, like a family, is the smallest unit of a society.
Yeah. That's true.
A couple, they just get married to one another, each other, and they come from different background, different living habits, right? Different lifestyle. They combine. Even they have been dating for a while. I don't know, a couple years or even longer, a decade. Like my youngest brother, he had dated his wife for more than a decade. 9 years, almost a decade. They got married, but they still need to adjust. Their living style, different, personality, suit each other. Otherwise, it's very easy to talk about divorce, separation, something else. It takes time. So, not to mention, acquaintances, they get together for a specific goal on a team. And then, in a very short time, you need to achieve the goal. You need to complete the task. It's not easy.
Yeah.
But if we can put ourselves in their shoes, I think things will be easier.
Yeah.
That would be easier. So, last Saturday, I just mentioned right before we get started on the record on the podcast, I mentioned about a club that Peter invited me to go to in Kaohsiung. Yeah, and the lady asked me, "Sma, so you are not a team player?" No, I'm not a team player. But like when I serve my time in military, in the army, I have to be a team player. Otherwise...
Why that person say you're not a team player?
I told them I like to work alone. I don't like teamwork.
Yeah.
So that's why she asked me, you are not a team player.
Okay.
I'm a game player for sure. But sometimes, like in college or graduate school, you have some project or some assignment that need to finish with your teammate, right? 5 or even more, 10. All right, classmates to team up with one another. We need to deliver a presentation right in front of whole class. You have to team up with your classmates. You got no choice. And of course, at that time, everybody got assigned different job to finish. Yeah, so you have no choice. But that's just like you say, at that time, we are learning.
Yeah.
It's called about interpersonal relationship. It's quite important. Of course, like you want to get things done easily, quickly, you can do it yourself on your own. But if you want to go far, you want to do a bigger or enormous mission, you need to have some helpers.
Yeah.
You cannot finish alone.
Yeah, definitely. Because I was a bit like that. Because I studied design department in college, and we all need to finish a final project before graduation. And during that time, I do the project by myself because I have my own vision that I wanted to do. But after a year finish that, right now, I would think it would be a great opportunity to work with others.
Yeah.
Because it's just too tired to work on your own sometimes. And I should let go of the idea of be everything in charge so I could see other vision with different people communicate with me. Yeah. And right now I'm really eager. Like I used to like to work alone in design, but right now I'm super eager to find people to discuss with me. I don't really want to work alone anymore.
What changed you that?
I just found out that I'm not that strong as I think. And there's no need for me to, do things on my own.
You grow mature and humble.
Yeah. And I do believe that with different people advice coming in will create something better.
Sure.
Yeah.
So on a team, if they need to select a person to be a leader, a teammate to take responsibility or to be in charge of this task or assignment or mission, will you like to be the team leader?
I always be the team leader. Yeah, like I got
your
that
personal trait, your personality.
Yeah, I got that personality. But actually, probably because of the high school training, like I'm not really in high school. I deal with a lot of emotion problem, but actually, it's school job, and we need to work together to finish like a whole planning, like a whole big project. Yeah, and I'm the leader of it. And I think I did a good job because I understood every single person's personality.
Yep.
And I told them that it's more about giving the task that fits that person. Yeah. And also it's more about having fun during the process.
Oh, yeah.
Like we are not going to try to have a really, really big target. We just try to go for it and be relaxed at the time we need and work at the time we need.
What if someone disobey, doesn't want to follow your instructions?
I think because my mind is way more clear than them, that luckily nobody disobey.
So far?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because, I'm not like demanding them to do that. I'm more like, I collect different ideas and I put it at the end, I turn it, like organize it and say, how about we did that? And they said, good. Yeah, because I kind of collect everyone's thought to finish the whole things.
You give them a very specific vision.
Yeah.
And once you get their approval, they agree with you.
Yeah.
Of course. no doubts, without any hesitation. Everybody's going all out to their best to make their utmost efforts to get the job done.
And I still remember quite well because in our team, actually, there's a girl who has facing some, I would say that her ability is not sharp enough to finish the project. She has been facing a bit of reading disorder or something like that. But I actually take a good care to her. Like I talk to her alone about what she could do. And it's fine that she couldn't do that. We wouldn't blame her. And I told the teacher that maybe she would have some problem with doing that. We need to take more attention on this. And she's really happy that I did that to make her feel care. And she also got to learn things with us.
Wow. I think you're a good leader. Yeah, because I also heard a saying goes like this. A real leader is not, give orders. The real leaders know how to help the followers. See what they need. And in time, offer you help and help them finish their job, their personal assignment.
I think the high school thing really helped me to make a good accomplishment in this college project.
Yes.
Because I just don't put out temper. Like I don't have temper anymore. Like I don't really care about being perfect.
You already focus on the task. On the mission, on the job, on the assignment, instead of personal emotions. It's quite important. And people knows when you are not really happy with the majors or somebody make mistake, they didn't do it purpose. They didn't make the mistake.
Yes.
You just get things right immediately. That's it. Focus on the job. Focus on matters instead of on people, human beings, or their mistake, their emotions.
I think that's a conclusion when you facing different people. Just you have to. I think you have to more focus on the matter.
Exactly.
Instead of get yourself too deep into the emotion.
A lot of people, they made a mistake. So there is good saying in Chinese, 先处理情绪，再处理事情, something like that. Because that would arouse or piss you off, when someone really go wrong and just really go with your way, so you really get pissed off and angry with that because it's not a result what you want, right? People really do things on the wrong track and you really not happy with that. So you need to control your emotion first. 先处理心情，再处理事情。That's what people think. So that will be easier for you to handle. The assignment that you're confident with your leader or your supervisor give you, right?
Okay.
What else would you like to add to? Great experience, except the girl that you just mentioned. With your help, the girl finish her job.
I think it's important to talk about facing frustration. Because during the teamwork or whatever work it is, you probably will face different critiques. And it's not easy to face your frustration. You also put a lot of effort, but it's possible that result is not well and you will feel really devastating after it.
Disappoint you. It didn't meet up your expectation.
But because I know some of my friends, they have done like different projects, they have done different design, and turns out they receive really bad critiques, and after that they just quit, and they probably spend a whole year not doing well. I believe beside my design industry, like people, you probably get fired, you probably get yelled by boss, something like that. You meet different kind of frustration. But I think it's important to, I think it's like for the people who has started to joining different events during their young time, they would have more ability to deal with frustration.
That's right. See, the lesson, the frustration you encountered in your high school is not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not at all. The earlier you learn how to get along with people, how to get along with your frustration, disappointment, the more possibility that you can succeed. Not just in your career, even in your marriage or any kind of relationship.
That's true. And it's actually helped me, I tend to face the emotion more strong. Like I know some people, they probably have bad emotion and they wouldn't face it. They just wouldn't talk about it. And that probably will causing other problems when they deal with people. Yeah. But actually these kind of whatever life experience put me in a personality that I could easily face emotion. I could easily talk to people with my thought.
Yeah. That's cool. A great saying also from a very famous psychologist, Alfred Adler. He's also the one, 被讨的勇气, Yeah. He said, all the problems arise from interpersonal relationship. If you can really grapple with, interpersonal relationship well, I think you will live a very successful life. Yeah. So, and before that, I also like to share human beings, human nature. Once you get to know more about human nature, you're really aware of human nature, how human nature goes or how human nature function. I think that will be easier for you to live your life.
Yeah.
And no matter in which aspects. Yeah, that will be much, much easier. Of course, we need practice. And sometimes we forget. But that's the interesting part of the life, right?
Yeah. It is very interesting because I was so devastating during that time when I was a teenager. But actually, right now, like saying this story out, I feel really funny and it's cool. Like I'm glad I did go through that experience instead of just stay in the textbooks. Like I got so many, cute story that I could share.
Yeah. All what is that called? Fertilizer, right?
Yeah. It's a fertilizer for
nutrients.
The pot. Yeah, even though it's not really financial related, but it's just fun to have those.
Without those, terrible experience, nothing can bring us here.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, step by step, right? Okay. If we have nothing further to talk about this topic, then we better just wrap it up.
Okay.
This topic. Thank you so much for your listeners. And it's now time to say goodbye to our listeners for this episode. All right, Susan, let's say goodbye to our listeners. And I'll see you next time in the air. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.